What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, the ITP Paladin. I'm hoping that you all had a great weekend, and I know that I did, and I'm very tired, but some really big news just came out. Let me see if I can bring... It's not ranked, though. Perfect. Yeah, so they just released the more official, if I'll call it that, patch notes. Let's kind of zoom in real quick so we can... Oh, wrong thing. Perfect, okay. So they just released the patch notes for Season 9 officially, instead of it being a leak, so we now have some final numbers that we could know for sure are the actual things. So, Overwatch 2 Season 9 patch notes are here. Let me put on my glasses while I read this. The most damage-dealing projectile sizes have been increased. Hero health pools have been increased by 15 to 25%, rough average. Ultimate ability costs increased by 10%, something that they didn't mention prior, so that's kind of a good mention. All heroes now regenerate 20 health per second after 5 seconds of not taking damage, but the delay begins by half for support roll. Damage roll reduces healing received by 20% for 2 seconds. There we go. That's what I was looking for. They didn't specify that before. So that's good. And quick melee damage increased by 10. Alright, so I'll be 100% honest. Before I even read any of the patch notes, I was being very, 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 very conservative with my opinion because at the time, I wasn't sure if they were actually going to go through with everything. I wasn't 100% sure if they were going to, I don't know, ruin everything that they do. I don't know. I don't know what to really think. I need to make another video, but I'm also going to be streaming later on this evening, so catch me then and I'll talk more about it. But to make a very long explanation short, I really think that they would benefit from making a different change, but if this patch does not work, the PSA to note for the Overwatch team, enough is enough, time to swallow your pride and actually make the change that's needed. And again, I'll talk more about that on stream, so no need to do that here. For D.Va, increased from 150 to 75 on her health, her mech armor, her pilot health, her mech armor just increased by 75, so what? They didn't even do the health, or is that just a typo on their end? If they just did the armor, that's going to make her much harder to kill. Oh my god, why? If it really is just the armor, that's not good. Self-destruct ultimate, explosion maximum damage increased to 1,000. Good, that compensates. Inner explosion radius, range for maximum damage fall off before it begins. Increased to 6 meters. Doomfist increased by 75 health. That's good. Max impact damage increased to 75, so 25 health increase. And max wall slam damage increased to 40. Yeah, I can already tell that this is not very good for him. I can already tell that this change is not going to really do anything to help him. Like, I understand that they're doing it just for the sake of health, but that's increasing more of his damage, but it doesn't really fix some of his issues. It's hard to explain. I'm still, like, my mind's all over the place. I'll save my opinions for tonight. Junker Queen, health increased to 375, and her Rampage wound damage over time increased to 90. Okay, that kind of helps with some of her kit, so I can see that. They just increased Mauga's health. They increased it by 100. Huh. He's already pretty difficult to kill. This is going to be interesting. Orisa, oh god, oh my god. They really want this to be a horse meta again. Bro, this was the problem that we're having. With her Fortify, her armor being increased is not what's needed, even if it is by 75 points. This thing is ridiculous. Zen is going to be way more valuable. A bunch of heroes that are able to deal damage and stop healing are going to be the only things meta in this case. And Orisa, oh my god, they're really trying to make horse meta, though. I'm not looking forward to that. She's a very oppressive hero in the right hands, and she's just unkillable. And I say oppressive very loosely. I don't really mean that she's strong or anything, but unkillable is the word, and it's just the armor being increased. Come on now. And then they increase the health for Ramatra. They don't increase his armor. What the heck are they doing? Oh my god, they might actually... You know, it's funny because Jared Noss, I believe is how you pronounce it, I don't know, the guy who's the... When they were talking about the 6v6 argument, more on that tonight, they basically... He had the audacity to come and make the comment, nostalgia's one hell of a drug. Oh, you would know. You would know, because Team 4 apparently smokes some of the strongest stuff I've ever seen in Mankind, and for some odd reason, it just makes sense, right? Yeah. And then increases health. Oh my god. And then, okay, so this... Reinhardt increases his health and his armor. His rocket hammer damage increased to 100. His charge wall impact damage to 275. Okay, he might be a little bit more useful, and he might receive a little bit better, maybe vitality throughout a team. It's hard to kind of tell without being able to play it, but Roadhog just got an increase to his health. Oh my god. At least it's his health and not his armor. Sigma, shields increased to 275. They didn't even do anything else with his kit. He was a very strong tank anyway by himself. He was pretty much an all-around tool belt, so yeah, whatever. We'll call it there. Winston, his health is increased by 25 and his armor by 50. Good. Gives him a little bit more survivability. That's good. Tesla cannon, damage increased from 60 to 75 per second, and then his primal rage punch increased to 50. Again, I need to be able to play it to know. Wrecking Ball got his armor increased and nothing else. Ball is just like F tier all around ever since they made it one tank. Like, Wrecking Ball is just not viable anymore. Zarya health increased to 75 and her particle cannon primary beam width increased. Ashe health increased to 250. Bob's weapon damage increased to 17. Oh boy. Bastion health increased to 50. Good. Cassidy, otherwise known as McCree, the real name. Health increased from 225 to 275. Deadeye initial damage rate increased from 130 to 150, and damage rate increased from 260 to 300. Yeah, that'll help. Echo, health increased to 250. Focusing beam width increased by 0.05 meters. Good. Duplicate, maximum combined. Why, though? Why? Okay, we'll let that one go. Actually, 50 health increase for her duplicate is not actually too bad. Genji increased to 250. Focus... Oh, whoops. 250. Swing recovery rate. Oh, my lord. Bro. They really just don't want Genji to be meta, I guess. Hanzo, health increased to 250. His storm arrows. Yeah, they didn't fix anything about his kit. Hanzo's going to be, maybe not F tier, but he's not going to be anything higher than mid. His storm arrow damage increased to 75 and cooldown reduced from 10 to 8 seconds. I guess he's just going to be heavily relying on that one ability. Arg might prove us wrong, but whatever. Arg, yeah. Junkrat, health increased to 250. His frag launcher, I'm guessing what they mean is his primary fire. Base projectile size reduced. Reduced. I'm happy with that change. It just means he'll hit us less. Hopefully. May, health increased from 250 to 300. Okay, so they didn't do much. Okay, so Pharah got a major rework. This is going to be big. Health increased to 250. We already knew that. Rocket launcher. Recovery reduced to 0.05. What? That's not even significant. Why didn't you just 0.7 it and make it 1.5? That makes no sense to me. Projectile speed increased from 35 to 40 meters per second. Okay, 5 meters per second difference. You'll definitely be feeling that. And it's going to be a little harder to dodge, but I think it'll be fine. Explosion... If they do not do the same thing with Soldier, I'm going to lose my collective crap. Jet Dash! Secondary fire ability. Okay, so provides a quick horizontal boost in the direction Pharah is moving, and it's on an 8-second cooldown. What is with them then high mobility? Like, she needs the high mobility, but I guess until we see how this functions in-game, we can't really tell if it's too much or too little. But it just sounds like a lot. Jump Jet now restores 50% of Hoverjet's fuel and can briefly overfill the maximum fuel amount. I mean, she'll just be in the air longer. Here's the thing. Honest to God, I think that she needed this anyway, because her being in the air is not the issue. It's taking her out of the air, and her Jet Dash is going to give her more survivability. But that really doesn't change the core of it, that if you put pressure on her, she's going to be forced to use the cooldown, instead of just being floppy in the air. If anything, she'll just die less and still be put out of the game just as much. I don't see this as a loss in any way. for countering her, but whatever. Vertical boost height reduced by 20%. Okay, so they're going to let her have less horizontal boost. Cooldown increase. Oh. Oh. I see what they're doing. They're trying to give her more verticality. Horizontal. I'm sorry, I reversed the two in my head. Yeah, okay, I see what they're doing. It's actually not that bad. The fuel should definitely help you get up there. Never mind. Concussive Blast. Cooldown decreased from 9 to 7 seconds. Okay, so she'll be booping more people. I don't see a problem with that, unless they did... Yep, new knockback reduced by 10%. Good. So that's kind of like compensating for having it more frequently. Explosion now deals 30 damage, and explosion radius reduced from 8 to 6 meters. Okay, so she has to be more precise. It deals a little bit of damage and boops less. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that for sure. Barrage now instantly refuels hover jet's fuel. That's actually a good change. I think it should have all the ultimates that all the characters get. Oh my god. I'm seeing Soldier 76. I see the health. I really hope they did more than just his health. Okay, so for hover jets, speed boost increased from 20% to 40%. I don't know what they mean by speed boost, unless they just mean like how she flies in the air. It's really weird. Now requires landing to refuel charge. I thought that was always the case. Oh, wait, no, if you let it go, it would refill. Oh, so she's still... Oh, there, I see what they're trading off. Ah, never mind. This might be, like, oddly enough, like a kind of a low-end... Can now be activated without fuel to slow your descent. Oh, I see what they did. It's actually... I still see that as a net negative, but we'll go on that later. Oh my god, they just did health for Soldier. Reaper, health increased to 300. Sojourn, health increased to 250. Her railgun secondary fire projectile size reduced. Oh, reduced. Okay, make it more skill-based. I can get behind that. Soldier, 250. Sombra, 250. Good thing they didn't change anything on her. Shields increased to 150, and her photon projector primary beam width increased to 2.25. Or 0.25, excuse me. Torbjorn, health increased to 250, but he still has his armor. Tracer, health increased to 175. Widowmaker to 200. Anna to 250. Baptiste to 250. I'm just trying to power through this now. Brigitte, health increased to 200, and her rocket flail damage increased to 45. Ilaria increased to 250. Kiriko to 250, and her base... Okay, thank goodness. Her kunai is getting a reduced... projectile size. That's good. That's good. Base projectile size reduced from 0.018 to 0.15 or 0.15. Lifeweaver health increased to 225. Lucio health increased to 250, and his sound wave, I'm guessing his secondary fire, his damage is increased by 10, knockback increased by 12%, and movement lockout duration I guess that means on the enemy? Movement lockout duration? I wasn't aware that there was one. I'll let that one continue. Mercy, health increased to 250. Her Guardian Angel active duration on jump, crouch, cancel reduced to 1 second. I guess that makes her bouncing and all that, her tech kit, a little bit easier, is what I'm assuming. Sympathetic recovery passive. Health recovered increased from 25 to 40% of healing dealt. Oh, it's definitely the return of Moth meta. I'm obviously speaking on my butt for that, but I can already see that she's going to be damn near unkillable. They're probably going to have to revert that. I wouldn't doubt it. I guess this is the forums, patch notes for February. Oh, so they actually have something. Okay. I'll go to that in a second. Health for Moira, health increased to 250. Biotic Grasp, secondary fire damage increased to 65 per second. Secondary fire target acquisition radius increased 0.7 meters. Okay. And then Zenyatta just got an all-around health and shield increase. That's good. That's the picture that they had. I don't really care about any of the comments on this. This is the forums for the February 13th patch, which begins tomorrow. Duh. So they mentioned the champions, the Cosmic Crisis, competitive updates with the skill rank reset. Placement matches have been rebuilt. Your predicted rank will display after each placement match. You must complete 10 to receive your skill rank, and winning the placements have a significant impact on your final rank. Competitive updates be reworked instead of requiring 5 wins. That happen just after every match. Going forward, competitive updates page now hosts information about your ranks in roll queue and open queue. Okay. Skill modifiers. They appear. New skill tier champion versus screen. The range of ranks for players in a match for competitive play now. The range of ranks for players in a match of competitive play is now displayed on the same screen where both teams are shown with their name cards, player icons, and titles. But they're still not. That I saw the wording on that. They're not still showing anyone's rank. They're just showing the rough rank range of everybody. New grouping requirements. Bronze through diamond players may group with each other within 2 skill tiers of their own rank, so nothing changed. Masters may group with other players within 1 skill tier of their own rank. I think that was already there. Grandmaster players may group with players within 3 skill divisions of their own rank. That's weird. So masters are not able to... okay. Champion players may group with only one other player within 3 skill divisions of their own rank. So champion goes down to grandmaster and all the way to diamond. That's kind of stupid. Why would masters get the... okay, maybe there's a particular reason to it, but whatever. Art and UI updates. Skill tier and skill division art ranks have been redesigned, and competitive skill tier legend, blah, blah, blah. Competitive points. Each win now grants 10... they said that they would improve it. That's not an improvement. What? What? Bro, nobody's going to be happy about that. We currently get more for every win. What the actual hell? Bro, that's actually dirt. That's actually dirt. Oh, I mean, I think it was always 5, but I think you got more for... oh my god, no. I think that's dirt. I think it's lower, at least at the top of my head, I believe it is. But yeah, if it's not, then maybe I'm wrong. Competitive progression. Challenges that award eventual progression. Every match grants towards competitive progression meter, and after earning 30, you will receive an additional... okay, that's the... you probably should have led with this before the points, but that's just my opinion. Wins award 3 progress towards your competitive progression meter. Draws and losses award 1 progress. I'll look at that in game and we'll get a better look at it. Competitive rewards, obviously Jade weapons. Each Jade weapon considers that. All players will start the season with a balance of 0. All existing competitive points have been converted into new currency, legacy competitive points. Golden weapon variants now cost 3,000 legacy component points to purchase, and at the end of the competitive year, any remaining balance to competitive points so nobody can get a gold weapon. Nobody likes that. You guys are just honestly making things tedious, and this is kind of stupid. I think there's going to be, like, nobody's going to be happy with this. I think that they're just trying to... I understand what they're trying to do, but they're going about it wrong. Matchmaking rating. At the start of the season only, the internal matchmaking have been adjusted to push players closer to the normalized average, approximately at gold 3. I'm definitely above average. Matchmaking ratings have been decayed. The higher the rank, the more it's been decayed. More players will start at lower skill rank and division of their most recent rank. Yeah, so I'm Plat 2. I'll probably be Plat 5. Who knows? Maybe I might break my expectations. I don't know. Competitive challenges removed. Rewards in progress for competitive player now displayed on the competitive progress page, and titles are awarded at the end of a season. Okay. General updates. Player progression. Added a new set of visual updates. Hero game mode badge upgrades. Started at level 500. Progression level badge starts at level 2. I don't know what they mean by that. Wrecking Ball title rewards are renamed from Champion to Champ to align with Junker Queen's usage of the title and to avoid confusion with the new champion rank. Adjusted amount needed to level up certain sub-badges from Maugan Alari. Okay, got it. Friend endorsements. Now you're eligible to... I hate all this stuff. The endorsement is only eligible if you're in a match for set duration. Endorsements are subject... 12 hours, okay. Endorsements are subject to cooldown even if you unfriend the recipient. Good. Settings. Added a feature for controller keyboard users that remember that remembers what you had focus when backing out of screen. Added a feature for controller keyboard users that remembers what you had focus when backing out of screens. I wonder what they. Oh, okay. I think I know what they mean. It might be a little more underwhelming or overwhelming than I imagine it, but I think I know what they mean. It's hard to basically explain, but if you went into the settings menu and did something and then you accidentally backed out, it would remember where you were instead of taking you back to the default, like, oh, you're at the screen settings. No, I was touching my hero settings, and then you accidentally back out. Oh, here's the screen settings. No, I was working on hero settings. I just laughed, and that kind of put some spit in my nose. Oh my god. Crosshair updates. Square, box, line, tri-wing, and fall-off. I actually like the tri-wing idea, and the fall-off too. New reticle dots have been added for ring, square, triangle, cross, and heart, and new reticle color options have been added for brown, dark red, light purple, gray, and teal. I might consider putting light purple somewhere. But I am still kind of waiting on like some of the colorblind settings. So, hero updates for the general stuff. They've already mentioned all of this. Ultimate charge now increased by 10%. Regenerative abilities, support roll passive, damage roll passive. Quick melee increased. Okay, so let's go on down to. Here we go. Junkertown update. New nighttime lightning theme. Excuse me. New building near the first point to provide more cover and block long sight lines. Man, they just really hate Widowmaker, don't they? Added a water tower. Well, I guess it wasn't that bad, but at the same time. Added a water tower near the first point to block sight lines from upper choke positions. Bro. Added more vehicles near the cliff to provide additional cover and block long sight lines. Bro, what is with the blockage of long sight lines? I mean, I know that there's some players who complained about it, but surely you don't need to just remove every long sight line. Like, really? Reduce the cliff side path to tighten the space and reduce the overall footprint of the area. Okay, I guess I could see that. Removed a small health pack on the second area balcony that was easy for defenders to overuse. I didn't see a problem with that. That didn't save you a majority of the time. Added vertical beam at second choke point to promote movement out of the upper floor. Oh, okay, I can see it. And to make the choke easier to defend. There was so much like you had to come out of the lower end portion that you couldn't go up the top, so I actually agree with that. Widened and added cover in hallway. Widened and added cover in a hallway in the third area to make close quarter fights easier to maneuver. Okay, I think I know the hallway that they're talking about. Itch on my back. Bug fixes. This is odd to be entertaining. So, general bug fixes, an issue with shadows that could appear jagged. That's PC related, don't care. Bug that prevented your skin from changing when using the change skin option in Hero Select if you had a loadout selected. I have no idea what they're talking about. Fixed a bug with golden weapons being marked as unspecified when not being purchasable. Fixed a bug where some callouts for pushing the payload playing at incorrect moments. Fixed an issue with wall climb failing in some situations. Okay, so there was a wall climb issue. I figured that there was an issue last time I was playing. Additional bug fixes for general stability and performance. Map fixings, so Antarctic Peninsula, fixed lighting in some areas, Kings Row, fixed areas of the map that were missing collision. Midtown fixed some locations that would cause some heroes to be stuck. Shimbali, the location of the map displayed incorrect textures. I wonder, actually, which ones those were. Bug fixes for Doomfist. He had about 45, I think, or 65 or something like that, and they just reduced it by 4. Fixed a bug with Meteor Strike that could result in Doomfist getting inside the environment. Fixed a bug that sometimes prevented Seismic Slam's damage from going through turrets. Fixed a bug that could prevent Doomfist from acquiring Overhealth. I mean, I wouldn't have minded that. He's already hard enough to kill. Fixed a bug where Rocket Punch left a small window of time open to use abilities. Very confused at what that means. For Echo, fixed an interaction when duplicating Bastion that prevented duplicated configuration artillery shots from landing if duplicate ended before they landed. Okay, I see what they did. The phrasing's very weird. Lifeweaver, fixed a bug that prevented Tree of Life from healing Reaper when in Wraith form. Lucio, amp it up, now goes on cooldown if interrupted by stun during its cast time or when dying while it's active. Okay, that's kind of weird that they would fix that. That actually seems like a good thing to have. Mauga, fixed a bug when with the burning applied by Mauga not being removed when picking up a health pack. So that was a bug! I had so much trouble with that. Wow, so he was cheesing it up even more than we thought. Oh my god. Orisa, Terra Surge, now correctly pulls in and damages enemies that are on uneven slopes collision as long as Orisa has direct line of sight when they get pulled or damaged. Okay, I'm trying to imagine that is what I'm trying to do. Like, I don't know what they mean specifically. Roadhog fixed a bug with his model becoming distorted with some skins during the heroic highlight intro, and fixed a bug with Pigpen, displaying a Junkrat icon when pinged. Okay. Sombra fixed an interaction that prevented Hack from being interrupted by Rocket Punch or Shield Bash. Wow. Fixed a bug where Sombra would never would enter stealth while escorting the robot in some situations. Yeah, that seems like a very important bug fix. I don't know why that wasn't sooner, or the hot fix. Torbjorn fixed a bug with disabling the interact cancel deploy turret settings, causing you only to destroy a deployed turret and not toss out a new one when the ability was used. I think that's also an Alari bug. Winston fixed a bug with Primal Rage that interrupted the ability to attack if the ultimate was initiated while jumping and using melee at the same time. That seems like very complex. I don't know what they mean by that. Zenyatta, Golden Weapon Tint should now properly be reflected in all skins. And that is the entire update. Let me know what you guys think, because this has been going on for over half an hour. Yeah, let me know what you guys think, because I don't personally hate every single thing about this patch, but like I said, I'll talk about it more on stream. But if this does fall through, if Blizzard fails to meet expectations and this actually causes people to leave, it's time you bit the bullet and actually admitted defeat and actually just come out and be like, hey, we were wrong, and make actual corrections instead of just trying to like, oh, hey, let's try something new and innovative. Time to be done. Time to be done. You either lose us or you gain us, or heck, this might work out. I don't know. I'm trying to be optimistic, but if it doesn't work, swallow your pride. Swallow your pride. Have a good one, everybody.